And veterans of America's longest war are now finding themselves feeling conflicted. For some, the U.S. is long overdue in withdrawing its forces. Others, though, question the trustworthiness of the Taliban and what may become of Afghanistan and its people. Brady Lee Baker is a former first responder and president and co-founder of the Code 9 Project. That group works with the military community, law enforcement agencies, and first responders to help prevent post-traumatic stress as well as suicide. Thank you so much, Brady Lee, for being here. How might veterans of Afghanistan be feeling right now?
Thanks for having me again, Heather. It's a pleasure. I can't begin to imagine or even assume what our military servicemen and women, both active duty and veterans, are feeling right now. They're just like every other subject matter. We have all kinds of different political perspectives and viewpoints and experiences within service. And our perspective from the Code 9 Project is that regardless of what those thoughts and ideas of the withdrawal of troops, we have 20 years of service, 20 years, and in some families, multi-generational service that is now changed and has impacted these families significantly. So rallying around our veterans and active duty servicemen and women is a civic duty from our place to provide the resources and the support for them to really reconcile all of this. There's big change happening.
Yeah, there is for so many people and their families, as you mentioned. What are some of the good ways that these veterans and their families can cope?
So certainly reaching out to our peer support hotline, which is 24 hours, 7 days a week, 844-HOPE-247. In addition, we were just in the Shasta County area. We're returning on September 11th to do a community walk for the prevention of suicide, PTSD, and in commemoration of the 20th anniversary of 9/11. We're encouraging any veterans, servicemen and women, law enforcement, first responders to join us in the area for community and support. We'll have our peer support, our chaplains, and our canines there, and have a day of community and connection. In addition to that, resources, reaching out, counseling, peer supports, talking constructively about how they're feeling rather than opinions about the political context of things. And if your family members or community members that have family members or friends that are veterans or still active duty, ask them how they're feeling. Don't offer your opinions, don't speak about politics, but ask how they're feeling and how you can support them.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you want them to know it's okay for them to want to talk about Afghanistan and that it is, in fact, a safe place to do so. Brady Lee, I want to talk with you, though, about the closing hours of the evacuation, because as we all know, they were marked by extraordinary drama and sadly, a number of deaths. We saw 13 U.S. service members who were killed Thursday in that terrorist attack right outside of the airport in Kabul. Now, the losses of friends who made the ultimate sacrifice has to have an effect.
Absolutely. In addition to the fact that their purpose is being questioned from the change, right, the withdrawal of the troops, there's substantial and significant loss, very recent, that is also triggering what we don't understand and what we haven't experienced, substantial and significant loss over the last 20 years. Yeah. So this is a very serious and significant situation. And again, I'll just reiterate, it's why resources and support like the ones that we offer are so critical. And I encourage anyone that is struggling to reach out, thecode9project.org, even to your local chaplains, to your local counselors. There is no shame in getting support when something so significant is happening such as this, and you've dedicated your life to service and sacrificed. You've sacrificed being with family. You've lost close members within your units. This is a very significant thing.
It is. And one other aspect really quickly that I would like to touch on is just the difficulty of having to watch the Taliban take power. Some seeing this as a defeat. I mean, that could put veterans at risk for suicide. Again, the Taliban is really why we were brought into Afghanistan. And for all of these years, the Taliban was seen as the enemy.
Yes, absolutely. There are so many triggers. You've just mentioned one that very well may be a trigger for many veterans and active duty, as well as other things, as I stated, that we can't imagine because we're not privy, we're not exposed to the substantial amount of things that these individuals have gone through. So again, the overarching message I can give to our community that wants to support our veterans and our active duty members is to never assume, always ask. Always ask, what can I do and how can I help? Never assume you know, even if you've served in the past, never assume you know how someone else is feeling. Ask, how are you doing? What can I do to help?
Yeah, really important things to remember, especially as we head into the month of September, which is Suicide Prevention Month. Really appreciate you taking the time, and thanks again for all of your good work.
Thank you for having me.
And if you would like more on the Code 9 project, we have posted a link right there on our website at ktvu.com.